I'm ditching imposter syndrome and self-doubt in 2025. My toxic traits have always been being prone to self-sabotage and being too scared to really put myself or my artwork out there. I've never really felt good enough, and I've absolutely let that hold me back. So for 2025, this is my plan. What you believe creates your reality. So I'm going to turn those negative thoughts into positives. A large part of my journey as an artist has been fighting through those thoughts of not being enough. I've always felt like I was never as talented as my high school friends, that I was a total poser for thinking that I could do well in art school. And spoilers, I did end up changing my major, so I didn't even major in anything art related. And 30-something years of brainwashing myself with that garbage sure hasn't done me any favors. It also kept me in relationships and friendships that turned out to be detrimental to my creative projects. For example, one of my best friends had an immense talent for backhanded comments when it came to my work. We were both artists and writers, and I was so stoked to finally have somebody like-minded in my friend group that I completely ignored all of the backstabbing, especially the times where she stabbed me in the back to benefit herself. All I'd ever get were comments about how these things have been done before and how I was wrong to be upset because some of my artwork got ruined because her kids ruined her artwork all the time. With all of that, I eventually stopped creating anything. I stopped drawing, I stopped writing, and I stopped believing that I was worthy of calling myself an artist. But the thing is, I am an artist. Instead of believing that I'm just faking it and I'll never succeed, I'm going to start telling myself the opposite. I'm a real artist, and I've already succeeded. I got back into drawing in 2019. I taught myself how to use watercolor. I created an Instagram account for my artwork, and I freaking started a YouTube channel. I know everybody gets imposter syndrome at some point or multiple points, but everyone starts somewhere, and I don't need external validation because I'm valid. I want to focus on the things I want to make, the things that feel right. I've been journaling on and off this year, initially as part of the Artist's Way, which, spoilers, I've hated, and then in an attempt to control my own spiraling thoughts. And I started to unpack why I was feeling that way, whether it came to the content I was creating or the things that I was drawing or beating myself up over not drawing enough. I started setting smaller, more achievable goals, like 5 minutes of sketching, 5 minutes of writing. And most recently, I started going back to my habit of Sunday resets. I like to have a nice slow morning, clean up my space, vacuum the carpet, do laundry, whatever sort of boring adult thing needs to be done. The other thing is I want to be more active here. I have always been a grade A lurker who never comments on basically anything. And I want to change that. I want to start commenting on things I enjoy and interacting with the community. I want to be part of it, not just sit here and make YouTube content. The biggest thing I'm doing in 2025 is going to Greece on an art retreat. I haven't been out of the States since 2009. I will have to navigate at least 2 airports by myself, and I'm meeting a group of people I don't know in a country I've never been to. If that's not getting out of my comfort zone, I've got no idea what is. I want to get back to having fun. I want to have fun creating art, even when it's not perfect, especially when it's not perfect. Self-worth doesn't come from perfection or comparison. I don't need to make perfect art to be an artist. I can set boundaries, and I can say no. I can leave relationships and friendships that no longer suit me. What other people think of me is not my business, and it's not my problem. I don't have to create every day in order to be an artist. I don't have to love everything I create because the act of creation is what moves me closer to my goals. I am good enough, and I am already successful. My art does not need value to exist. I am worthy of friendship and community. I've never really been a resolutioner, but trying to shift my mindset is something that I think I can accomplish as we somehow impossibly get closer to 2025. So what are you ditching for next year? Thanks for hanging out with me today. If you're curious to know what my favorite art supplies have been for 2024, you can click this video right over here. Until next week, stay hydrated, go be spooky, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.